Hello everyone. How many times have you made big plans but failed to follow them? How often do you promise yourself to finish an assignment on time but fail to meet the deadline? How many times have you decided to wake up early but turn off your alarm and slept again? We all have goals, so why don't we actually do what we decide to do? What is stopping us? We often wait, delay, and convince ourselves that there is always tomorrow. Why? Now, despite knowing and hearing many times that tomorrow never really comes back, we still delay things. And what do we do instead? We scroll endlessly through Instagram, binge watch videos, TV shows, Netflix, or waste time in gossiping. And as a result, we end up losing a considerable amount of time. And before we realize it, the damage is done, the time is lost. And time once gone never comes back, does it? So many of us have the habit of delaying and postponing tasks even when we know that they are important. What do we call it? Procrastination. Yes, procrastination, but why do we do it? What is happening in our brains that makes us choose the short-term pleasure over long-term success? Don't you think it is important to understand why people procrastinate? And if you believe procrastination is a big thief that steals your time in a big way, stay tuned to this video till the end. I'll explain the psychology behind procrastination, the science behind it, and provide real and scientific solutions to overcome it. And yes, this is not a motivational video because motivation lasts only 2 to 3 days. And to overcome procrastination for good, you need to understand it deeply. Why do we procrastinate? What is the formula of beating procrastination and how to break free from procrastination once and for all? Believe it or not, procrastination is not a today's problem. It has been around for centuries. And we all know what Sant Kabir, the great Indian poet, famously said against postponing tasks. Do today what you can do tomorrow. Do now what you can do later. Do today what you can do tomorrow. Do now what you can do later. Sant Kabir lived during 15th century, which means this is not a modern problem. But this is the fact that we have only gotten worse now. A study shows that in last 40 years, chronic procrastination has increased by whopping 300 to 400%. Today, nearly half of the world population procrastinates regularly. But why? Let's find the science behind procrastination. Why do we procrastinate? Have you ever noticed that we never procrastinate on things we enjoy? Do you delay scrolling Instagram or watching a comedy video? No, never. We only procrastinate on things that require effort, be it on office project, working out, or an assignment that requires effort. Why does this happen? It all comes down to dopamine. What does that mean? It's the feel-good chemistry in our brain. Every time we do something enjoyable, our brain rewards us with a little dopamine hit, the feel-good feeling. Yes, it feels good, so we keep doing things that please us. An important task like studying, working out, or finishing a project don't give that instant dopamine rush because they require effort and patience and do not provide instant reward. And that's why procrastination happens. Now, next is your chance of success. If you expect to succeed at something, you are more likely to work hard. But if you think failure is inevitable, you lose motivation to put in hard work. For example, if a college announces a 1 lakh prize for the topper, all the high performers will work harder. But struggling students might not even give a try. Why? Because they know they have no chance of success. In that case, they tend to procrastinate. Now, you also tend to procrastinate things that don't align with your strong needs. Our motivation depends on our dominant needs. What do you need? Power, money, achievement, or social connection? If a task aligns with our strongest need, we'll be more motivated to do it. For example, if you want money in life, you'll act fast on tasks that will fetch more money. But when it comes to actually helping people or socializing, well, you might procrastinate. Plus, we procrastinate when there is no instant gain. If I tell you to exercise to get fit, your motivation will be low. Why? Because we prefer instant rewards over bigger future rewards, which is why long-term goals is so hard to chase. Next is the hidden fear. One of the biggest reasons why we procrastinate is the fear of failure. Many people don't even start because they are afraid of what others will say if they fail. What if I try and fail? What will my friends say? All that stuff. This is nothing but your ego and fear of failure. This fear won't allow us to step out of our comfort zone, and we will never try something we might actually want to. Deadlines play a crucial role too. Studies on college students shows 80 to 90% of them procrastinate. And that's why they are given deadlines so that they can push them forward. What happens when there is no deadlines? Procrastination becomes endless and assignments never get completed. Now let's try to understand the heavy price of procrastination. Think about all the things you wanted to do but never did in your life. Maybe you wanted to become a sports person but never tried in your life. Maybe you always wanted to give a gift to someone or propose to someone, but you kept postponing it until one day it was too late. Procrastination doesn't just waste time, it leads to stress, anxiety, and even depression. The wider the gap between what you want to do in your life and what you are actually doing, the more mental conflict you feel. You will experience higher level of stress, anxiety, guilt, and even health issues. So come to the formula for beating procrastination. We never procrastinate things where the motivation is maximum. But how does motivation work? The motivation is strongest when the task aligns with the personal needs. When the chance of success is high, when the reward is significant, and when the reward is immediate as well. If all these factors are in place, we will never procrastinate. So, what is the solution? How to finally overcome procrastination? Start with self awareness. 1. Identify why you procrastinate. Take a pen and pencil and write down the task you are avoiding and why you are avoiding it. Is it fear of failure, lack of interest, no clear reward, or no deadlines? 2. If you are delaying work, remind yourself of the consequences. Will procrastination lead to job loss, bad grades, or health risk? And 3. Break down big goals. Long-term rewards feel too distant, so divide them into smaller steps with immediate rewards. Create your own deadlines, like for next 1 hour, you will study or work with full focus. And if you achieve that, you will feel good about it. And the fourth one is let go of ego and fear. Fear of failing is just an illusion. The only thing worse than failing is never trying at all. You will regret and die in guilt. Better attempt the things that you want to do and you will never regret even if you fail. So at the end of the day, the battle against procrastination is not about forcing motivation, it's about understanding yourself. Once you pinpoint why you procrastinate, you can tackle the root cause head on. So the real question is, what are you waiting for? The time to act is now. So let me tell you some unconventional ways to beat procrastination. And the first one is make it impossible to procrastinate. For example, if you want to wake up early, put your alarm clock away from your reach and you should be getting up to stop it. Similarly, if you want to reduce screen time, uninstall your favorite social media app. 2. Use productive procrastination. For example, if you don't feel like doing the main task, procrastinate by doing something useful like clean your desk, organize files, or reply to emails. This keeps you in motion and you will feel agile and you will get back to the main task soon. Next is pair something you love with a task you hate. For example, listen to your favorite podcast or song while working out, or you may drink your favorite coffee while answering your email. Next is use 5-minute rule. Tell yourself that you will be doing your task for just 5 minutes. And once you start, inertia kicks in and you will likely keep going. Next is make it a game. Set a timer and challenge yourself to see how much you can finish before time runs out. This urgency triggers a competitive mindset. And the next one is use fear setting instead of goal setting. List out the worst possible things that could happen if you keep procrastinating. Sometimes fear of failure, embarrassment, or consequences can be a strong motivator than the desire to succeed. And the seventh one is tell someone your goal. In this case, people will keep asking about your progress towards your goal. And that will keep giving you a kick to achieve your big goal. Alright, so that's all for now. Thanks for watching and let me know what you think. How do you beat procrastination? Drop a comment below. I would love to hear your ways and thoughts. And don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful. Thank you and see you next time.